So you're raising this child or these children together, and when one says, you know what, I'm just going to go away for the weekend. When you're the one staying there with the kids, are you relieved by that? Because you're like, oh, great. Now there's no negotiation as far as parenting goes. Or do you get super stressed out, Kristen?
That is the question I am presenting today because I feel a certain way. And I'm like, am I normal? That when I parent on my own, it's easier. Now, I'm going to preface this before the comments start rolling in. I do not want to be a single mom, all right? Like, it is obviously way more beneficial to have a partner and to have somebody to help you out. But there also is something to be said that when that partner is MIA for a day or two, it is so much easier to parent your kid.
1-855-BERT Show. If you kind of feel the same way, secretly you feel the same way.
So I started doing a little digging because here's the deal. So this past weekend, my husband crushed Mother's Day. I had the entire day to myself to do whatever I wanted. And to reciprocate the thanks, this has been planned for a while. I've been noticing my husband is a little overwhelmed. His side hustle has taken up a lot of his time. He's coming across stressed. And I'm like, I'm going to help this man out. Jimmy and we're going to bounce from the house. We're going to give him the entire weekend. So this weekend, from Friday morning until Sunday afternoon, it's just he and the dogs. No wife, no child to deal with. I'm taking Jimmy to Tennessee, and we're going to have a nice little time in the mountains, okay? And I'm actually, looking forward to it because, get to spend some quality time with my son. But man, it's so much easier to parent when he's not around. And I started doing some digging because, I like to get to the bottom of the why. And I am not alone. So I came across this podcast, What Fresh Hell, and it's two moms talking about motherhood or whatever. And they actually had an episode, and it's titled, Is It Easier to Run the House When Our Spouses Are Out of Town? A good number of our listeners said yes. Can we embrace that feeling instead of feeling guilty? And then I found an article on Parent Map. Parenting is easier when my husband is out of town. And then I found a woman's blog, Elise, and it said it is actually easier to parent when my partner's out of town. And when I boiled it down, I think the Parent Map really hit the nail on the head for me. And it said parenting is so much more relaxing when the only person you have to listen to is yourself. Nothing makes life more difficult than other people's standards and high expectations. When I'm on my own, I'm able to embrace my weaknesses as a parent. I wrap myself in a blanket made of poor choices and a muffler knit of lethargy. Want to watch another show? Sure. Why the hell not? Because I'm doing this solo.
Hey, Jennifer, good morning. You are part of the Bert Show.
Hey, what's up?
You tell us.
Well, you guys are awesome to listen to in the morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I am a single mom of two, and I currently live with my mom, and which is a very difficult task because she's around us all the time, and her judgment and her comments, I always have to listen to it. And when she's out of town or when she's at a friend's house is when I feel the most I can mother, the way I want to mother.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
So I totally agree with Kristen.
Thank you for calling.
Elisa's blog, too. She talked to her husband about this, and her husband actually felt the same way she did, that it was easier when one of them was gone. And he was like, it's tougher to have two head coaches.
Wow. Yeah.
And it's that mentality of having two head coaches because everybody thinks their way is the right way. And Bart and I parent very differently. We have different parenting styles.
His is right, yours is wrong.
Across the board. According to him, it is.
He's feeling the same belief you're feeling. For different reasons. Because now he gets to get everything done on his to-do list, right? But he's feeling the same way you are, I assure you.
He's going to be checking in, and let's just say there's going to be minimal reporting on what we are doing.
No.
Because I don't want to hear his take on what I am doing with our son while we are away.
So all this talk about how difficult it is to raise children is really the spouses that are in the way.
1,000%.
Got it.
The Bert Show.